Welcome back to the channel. If you guys clicked on the link, you guys know we're going to be talking today about how to change the transmission fluid, the filters, and everything that you need for a 2010 Dodge Ram. It also goes from a 2009, I think, to 14 right there. But we're going to give you guys really quickly how to do it, and we're going to jump into it, show you what you guys need first, so you guys can put all your stuff ready. We'll show you what you guys need first, so you guys can put everything in order, so you have everything right there, because it sucks when you got to run back and forth. So if you're looking here, one of the first things you're going to have to get is get yourself a filter kit. It'll come with a filter, a second big filter here. It'll come with a little gasket that we're going to have to pull off in the front. Also, it's going to give you a big gasket all the way across. If you don't want that, like I don't care, throw it out. Get yourself some right gasket, and we'll show you how to put that on here in a minute. Next, make sure you have a Snickers bar, so if you get angry. And next, make sure you have some kind of energy drink. Third thing right here is you're gonna need an 8mm with a extension on it. And for me, I got a little Milwaukee Impact that works really well for that. Also, inside, to get this filter off, there's gonna be right here, you'll see a little hole in this filter. You're gonna need a 25 torque bit. So make sure you have a socket and a torque bit, because it's right by the exhaust, so you're gonna have to get around it. Also, make sure you have yourself a screwdriver you use as a pry bar, or a little chisel that you can use, and you can pry out the bottom there. You have to remember that it's gonna fall off, and you don't wanna damage it because it's light plastic, or it's light metal. And make sure you have yourself something to wipe off everything. And the last thing that you're gonna need is somewhere to put the oil. Right there. So make sure you guys have an oil pan, something that you can use. Okay guys, while we're under here, the quickest way to do it is I'm gonna leave in the 4 corners of the transmission. The reason I'm gonna do that, so it doesn't fall down on me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop these out, and we'll probably fast forward this because you guys really don't want to watch it. So, or if you do, you can watch it, you know, use it as some sleeping material or something. So we got to pull the whole pan down to get this off. This is why you want to impact, because I'm lazy and I don't want to ratchet. And there we go. And now here, this is what they call the red shower of shame. So put one hand underneath it, just in case. And we're breaking it. There we go. And it didn't leak, so now we're gonna take your small screwdriver, and you're gonna find a little edge here and give it a little pry. Got it.
Yeah, on the phone too and everything.
The red shower of shame. And make sure you have some kitty litter. Got some of my brand new gloves. Then my lid went on, so. And I'm going to check it out, put my hand on it, just see if there's any garbage coming out, how it's looking. Oh wow, it is everywhere. Usually try to get it a little bit more. I should have had a hand on there, but I was prying and I didn't think it would come off that easily. At this point, just call it a day, walk away. I quit. Okay, and if you did, that's why we got 2 things of rags. And we're gonna just put them down, try to dry it up best as possible. And once we get it done, we're gonna pull these back 2 bolts off, and we're probably gonna make a little bit more mess, but hey, it's part of it. So this is full still, see that? So next up, I'm gonna try to lift it away and dump it down slowly. Ta-da! So, as we get all that out, we're going to take our pan, pull it out, put it to the side. And we'll come back to that in a minute. After we pause for this brief identification for this cleanup on aisle 3, we're going to come back. By trying just to get it to run right, because it's not running right. So, I get it. I did break it loose. Ha! I didn't think I did. There we go. Okay, and we take 25 torque bit out. You don't want to break it because that's really crappy. Next up, we're going to pull the first filter out. And we missed. Okay. And there we go. Seals out. With the seal, I'm just going to put a little bit of this right here. Grab some of the lubricant from the automatic transmission. Put this on there. Gonna take this, push it in there just a little bit. Sure it kind of lines up. I'm going to take this socket, which is a 19mm, which fits directly over it, and kind of push it back up nice and evenly. I got one in there. Okay, I'm grabbing a wrench here, and we're going to take off the first filter because it's on there too tight for some reason. Okay, while you're under here, you want to take if you got a scraper, get one of those. So you make sure you scrape off any bit of garbage. But it'll get any dirt that's on there off, because you don't want that dirt back in your transmission. Okay, while we're there, we'll take our new filter, get a little bit of transmission fluid, put it around the seals. Snug it down by your hand. I think it's supposed to be like 7 pounds of pressure. I just snug it down by hand. It's pretty good. We're going to take the little tube here, and we're going to grab our little torque bit. We're going to take it, slide it up in here. There we go. Lock it in. And Hand tighten the 25mm torque in there. Take my wrench. That's not going to go anywhere. Nice and snug. That's all in there. Now we're going to go to the second part, which is on the outside, and we'll show you that. That's your call out. You need your energy drink. Next up, we're going to look inside the pan here. If you look, there's a little magnet in the far corner here. And if you look at that. That's slush and garbage. So we're going to pull that out and look at it. So what happens, all the metal shavings or garbage that you have in your transmission, all of it's going to go down and hold on this magnet. So that is not too good. I don't think it's ever been changed before, so we're just going to clean it up. And hopefully this will help out with our transmission where it doesn't act up anymore. But I don't think it will, but we're going to try it. So clean all this up. Remember, any of this garbage that you leave in this thing is going to end up going back into your transmission somewhere. So you want it all cleaned up. All this out. Bring that trash can over. We're trying to get all this sealant off of here. So when we go put it back together, it doesn't get in the way and cause all our hard work to get stuck. So okay, as we were scraping our pan off, we noticed that on the side there's some big rust holes. You look right here and right here. And if you look at the other side, they're kind of rusting out, if you can see it there. So I got a bad feeling that it's going to start leaking. So we went out and picked up another one so we don't have to deal with that. So we went out and picked ourselves up a new one. Ta-da! The new one actually has a drain plug in there. So, as we know, we got it all cleaned out. And where's our magnet go?
You put it right here anyway.
Ha! There it is. And to be double check, looks a little different, so we're gonna put it up underneath and see how it looks before we put it in there. Okay, as we checked it out, we did a dry test, make sure it fit. Now we got dirt in here. You don't want any dirt in here. Now we're going to take our, coming close, and we're going to take our little bead here of our 90-minute seal. Okay, we're going to put a bead about 1/2 inch in the middle. Go around our seals. Make sure you go around each bolt. Now that we got all this put back together, and we have the new pan on here, we're going to start getting ready to put all the stuff back together. Make sure there's no dirt, anything else in this area. And now we're going to do the hard part. We're going to pick up our pan as it is sealed, slide it over here and under without touching anything. Take our gasket seals, take our bolts without hitting anything, slide it up lightly. Put in one screw by hand. Come over here, grab the next one. Not pressing it against anything, I'm just tightening the screws down getting them set in there. Okay, first two are tightened, snugged. Next up, put all the other ones in by hand so I do not strip anything. And that is it, guys. We went through, we put out the new pan on here because the other one was bad. We went around, tightened all the bolts up, went around one more time and one more time after that. Make sure they were all snug down. This one does have a plug on it, which is nice, but we'll probably never use it because each time we change it, we're going to change out the filters anyways, just to be safe. And checked inside, and we went around, and everything looks good from here, guys. We'll fill it up and check it out.